everyone, welcome to our first playlist. I am here to support you, the people who already know the basic theory of programming. And if you are not familiar with it yet, don't worry. There are tons of videos available that cover all the basics. In this playlist, I'll show you how to approach logical programming exercises and how to code them step by step. We start from the basic math problems and slowly move towards more complex questions, including topics from data structures and algorithms. Now let's jump into our very first exercise. It's a simple but important one, finding whether a number is odd or even. Before writing the actual code, let's first think about the logic using simple pseudocode. Let's take two examples, 2 and 5. Okay. Let's take n as 2. If n is equal to 2, it should be even number, right? Yeah. And if n is equal to 5, it should be odd number. We are very familiar with this, right? Yeah. How do we actually find whether a number is odd or even? How to find? We check the remainder when we divide the number by 2. To find the remainder, we use modulus operator. We use to denote by using this symbol, right? For example, let's take 2. Okay, with modulus operator, it should give 0, right? If it's an 3 or 5, it should give 1, right? Because this is the remainder. So our logic becomes simple here, right? So if you want to check a number, you take as n here. With modulus operator, if it gives 0, then the number is even, right? Else the number should be odd. Why? Because there are only two possibilities. A number is either odd or even. If it's not even, it must be odd. Let's code step by step. First, let's try this code with a hard-coded value. We'll take a variable num as 2. Okay, and let's write the condition. Okay, let's write the logic with the condition. If num gives a remainder 0, then we should print even. Else we should print odd. Okay, it should work. Let's run and check it. Okay, it gives us even, right? Gives output as even. Okay, let's check for odd number. Yeah, it works. Now let's move to taking user input instead of using hard-coded value. Now let's move to taking user input instead of using a hard-coded value. For taking input from the user, we use the input function. Okay, I'm typing here enter number. Okay. By default, input gives a string. So we need to convert it into integer using int. Okay. Okay, I'm assigning here. Okay, assigning to num. Now everything else stays the same as above, right? Okay, I am taking here okay, here's the updated code. Let's run it and let's check it. Okay, okay, I need to enter. I'm now enter 13. It's odd. Okay, it works. Also I need to check for even number. Okay, it works, right? Okay, that's it. Alright, that's it for today's video. We learned how to check whether a number is odd or even. First, we used a hard-coded value and then we modified it to take input from the user. This is a simple but very important first step in logical programming, understanding how to use conditions and operators. In the upcoming videos, we'll practice even more interesting problems, starting from basics to complex ones. Make sure to try this code yourself. Practice is the key. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like the video and follow along with the entire playlist. Let's build strong programming logic together. I love to hear your thoughts. If you have any questions, suggestions for further topics, or if you think there are any areas for improvement in this video, since this is our first one, please drop a comment below. I really appreciate your feedback. See you in the next video.